On this week's episode of the Indie Center podcast, we sit down with one mask-making son of a gun whose love for horror goes past consumption and into sculpting his fears. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my sit-down with Jose Claudio. But before we get into that, a word from our sponsors. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. I could probably end the list right there, but I'm going to continue. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. Speaking from personal experience, creating a podcast felt so overwhelming. I didn't know where to start, but using Anchor was a no-brainer. Their website and app is user-friendly. You're able to navigate through it easily. It's pretty cool, guys. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, and it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. A one-stop shop. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. This episode of the Indie Center podcast is brought to you by Spotify, the place where you can listen to your favorite artists and podcasts for free. Did you hear me? You don't even need a premium membership. Spotify has a huge catalog of podcasts on every topic, including the one you're listening to right now. On Spotify, you can follow your favorite podcast so you never miss an episode. Are you subscribed to me yet? Wink, wink. Premium users can download episodes to listen to offline wherever you are, and that is so convenient. How many times have you found yourself in an airplane or driving down a road with no reception and you just want to escape but can't? You are stuck sitting next to somebody that snores, or you're stuck in a meaningless conversation and you just want to listen to podcasts. Well, now you can, guys, and you can easily share what you're listening to with your friends on Instagram. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to download the Spotify app and search for Indie Center Podcast on Spotify, or browse podcasts in the Your Library tab. Also, make sure to follow me so you never miss an episode. This is Halloween week on the Indie Center podcast, guys. I am here with a special effects artist, Jose Claudio. How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy? I'm good. How about yourself, Lewis?
Good. Thank you for getting my invite and jumping on with me.
No problem, man. It's an honor, really.
Man, I've been following you and seeing your work. So when I was thinking about Halloween week and who was I going to sit down with, there was a few people that came in mind, but you were on the top of the list because you do special effects. You're like, I think you live and breathe in this shit, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I see you tattoos with like who's that chick's name?
That's the nun, brother. The nun.
She don't have a name. She's just a nun.
She's Valak. She is the nun.
Yeah, she's scary. So
I mean, and also you got the Pandora box from Hellraiser.
Oh, what else you got there?
Got a
fucking
big man Pinhead right there.
Sketchpad. Oh, Pinhead. That's one of the masks I wanted to talk about.
Did you say sketchpad?
Your body looks like a sketchpad right now.
Nice. That's a first. I call myself a walking coloring book.
Oh, that's nice. A walking coloring book.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to tell my wife that. When I grow up, I want to be a walking coloring book.
But have your daughters like draw you.
And then get it tattooed?
And then get it tattooed. That's that's the most professionalist way you could ever get it done. Your kid's art.
That's nice. But is it art if they try to spell their name and they fuck it up?
That way they learn.
All right, let's get into this shit, man. You're into horror, obviously, because your fucking arm. How did you get into that?
Man, you know what? It started when I was maybe 5, maybe 4, 6. Who knows? Yeah. Excuse me. This was Blockbuster, when Blockbuster was a thing.
Oh, yeah, I remember those days.
We went to Blockbuster with my grandparents, and I got Hellbound. That's Hellraiser Part 2. Let me tell you, no kid should be watching this as their first horror movie. This movie is so fucked up, but it is a love story. That's the crazy part. Hellraiser is just a love story.
Pinhead?
Yes.
Who's his love interest?
Just watch the movie.
I've never watched a movie.
Well, watch the movie with your wife.
My kid?
Not your kids.
Okay, I was about to say with my kid.
Not your kids. Let me tell you, dude. When I got done watching this movie, I had to put in, I think it was the Goofy movie afterwards.
Ah, I love that one.
That's how fucked up this movie was.
Yeah, it's just ease yourself out of it.
Yeah, dude. I put the closet light on, for protection, whatever. Dude, I wake up, the closet light's off. So what do? Turn on the light, and I go make my way to my grandparents' room. I don't care. We all did that at some point, right or wrong.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much what started it, was Hellbound.
So was Hellbound your favorite movie?
I'm 31 right now, so it's still up there. That's still one of my number one movies to watch.
Up there, your number one. What are 2 through 5?
Woo! Have to go with Nightbreed. Have to go with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 with good old Bill Moseley, Springfield, Illinois' finest. Gotta go with Frankenhooker. Yeah.
Sounds like a porno.
It's not, though. I mean, there's a lot of tits and ass,
okay,
but it is not a porno.
Tits and ass are good.
Because what's a horror flick without tits?
Well, Chucky has tits. No, his wife has tits. I don't know.
What do you mean, baby? I'm full of silicone. Or I'm full of rubber or some shit like that. Who remembers? Anyways, but yeah, I mean, where was I? Like, what, part 3 or part 4? Okay. For fucking movie wise, there's a lot of them, dude. If I were to actually sit here and give you like a downplay of like my 1 through 100, I'll throw movies at you don't even know.
Those out of the top 5, 4 of them I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying? So there you go, that one.
It's kind of lost. You're like, hell hookers? I'm like, what? Or
hell hookers? No,
Frankenhookers. Frankenhookers, like, whoa.
Dude, like there's Blackula. Like, you don't even know about Blackula, right?
No, is that Eddie Murphy?
No, that's what is it? Vampire in Brooklyn. That's Eddie Murphy. Because like, you would be my ghoul. When dude loses his ear and shit.
How did you get into special effects? Because I find that so interesting. I follow a person that does special effects for a living. It's freaking awesome.
So again, that goes with the blockbuster days, horror flicks. You're more interested in seeing how these monsters are created. So from what I remember as a kid, I remember Tom Savini's work for Friday the 13th, like just his work in like Friday the 13th, and then seeing how I was so interested to see how the hell did they get those pins in Doug Bradley's face. And little did I know, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm watching it, how it's being done. Yeah. So that like got my attention more. So as a kid, I mean, that really like, you know, like light bulb, boom, that's it, I'm there. But then here's the catch. Come 98, 99, Slipknot comes out. Then I'm like, I want to make fucking masks. Like I have to do it.
In 98 and 99?
Yeah, dude, excuse me. Like then, because I'm seeing these dudes yell in the mic, aggressive. I'm aggressive at what is it, 10 years old. Yeah. So that just like got my attention so much. And seeing these masks, I don't like everyone had its own personality. Okay. So it's like you felt it even more. And what's funny, if you dig deeper to like why they wear those certain masks.
You talking about
in Slipknot? Yeah. Okay. No, in Slipknot. Why they wore those masks, from what I was told, it's because that's their fears. Like one is a clown, you know, like there's a bunch of other things like they're like, man, we're just scared of these things, so we just want to wear them on stage so we can get over our fears. And that to me, you know, I don't care who you are. Whenever you put on a mask, you feel like a different person, and like instantly. Doesn't matter. Even a kid, when a kid puts on like a Power Ranger mask, or you know they put on that what's it, that Let It Go girl, you know what's her name? You got girls. Yeah, when they throw on that dress, you know what I'm saying? They're over here thinking they want to freeze stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so pissed that I know that.
Like it's just the whole thing in Halloween just makes everything that much more special, because you get to forget about what you are as a person. You get to fantasize on what you wish you could be sometimes. Like that's, I don't know, it's just Mask World, man. It's a beautiful thing.
All right, so you talk about wearing your fears. What would your fear be?
Man, that was a good question. Yeah. As of right now, it'd be like a fucked up mask that I made. But I as of right now, like I don't, like there's fucked up shit that I've made, but it's just like for the world to see it. Like, look, nobody's perfect. Like nobody's perfect. Like, look at my fucked up work. I'm gonna wear it, and I'm scared for you to see it. But here you go. And to you, what's crazy? To you, you'll probably be like, "Oh my god, that's so good."
Yeah.
But I know what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Is that you might see it as beautiful, but I know like this side's off, that side's off. You know?
Yeah.
So there's that.
So the mask that you would wear is your work because you're feared of it.
Yeah. Because somebody's gonna actually see it and like be like, oh my god, like it's so good. But I know what's wrong with it.
That's fucking dope. Your answer is deep. My answer would be a belt. Like, I'm fucking scared of that belt.
But I mean, you're Puerto Rican. We like
chanclas?
Yeah, chanclas, all that good shit.
No, my mom was whipping me between jobs. She wasn't wearing chanclas.
Yo, let me tell you something. I remember one time your mom took us out to eat.
Oh wait, hold up. Let's wait. Pause. You're saying it's like we've been knowing each other for how long?
7th grade?
How long? How long is that? Like
16, 17 years?
Oh shit. I know you more than 10. I'm not gonna say 17. Just you're not dating me. I'm 10 years, man.
Okay.
10 years plus. All right, go ahead. Continue with the story.
So your mom took us out to eat, and I had left my wallet at home.
We ate together. I didn't know that,
dude. This was like a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
This is when your sister was at Prosser.
Okay. I don't even remember what high school she went to. Go ahead.
Dude, this is because I was umping the game. So.
You're making it sound like you were upping my mom right now. That shit. No.
Game, like the only reason why, because like it's Puerto Rican, so you know what I'm saying. Like I know how aggressive your mom is.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, I forgot my wallet at home. The first thing out of her mouth was, did I tell you do you have to pay for anything? I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. Fuck it. Like I'll go. Like no worries, I'll go.
Yeah, you know what? Scratch the belt, the mask that I would wear to my mom, a face of my mom. Just fucking that would be my mask.
That's like that's it.
Did you have any apprenticeship or mentorship programs that you go through?
You know, my boy Colin, man, he owns Crimson Mass Studios. I owe a lot to that guy.
All right.
He took me under his wing. You know, he kept telling me sculpt every day, and I kept telling him, no, you know, I'm all right. I don't want to sculpt. I just want to hang out with you. And I took advantage of that, of not sculpting, because he wasn't pushing me. Like I figured, okay, I'm gonna do it on my own time. But what I was doing, I was actually like, I would watch him paint, I would watch him sculpt, and to me, that was like my way of learning. But when I actually had to sculpt something, then I was like, yo, like I should have listened to this guy more, because when I had to start sculpting, he was gone. Like he had to move back to Syracuse.
Oh shit.
So I mean, I owe a lot to that guy, like a lot. Like Crimson Mass Studios, like that. My boy Colin, man, I miss that guy.
Shout out to Crimson Mass and Colin, man.
Hell yeah, dude. That dude's awesome.
How's it going, Colin?
My boy.
So what is the process like with creating the look, right? Because you say you sculpt your fear. How do you do that? Do you just like do it and then like your eyes closed and your hands on the clay? How do you do that?
You know, everything starts with anatomy.
Okay.
Everybody has a skull inside. Everybody's anatomy is the same. It's the features outside that make you different. Whether it being, no pun intended, bald, and then I can see the wrinkles in your head. You know, all that other good stuff.
You're just going in, but go ahead.
I'm not going in at all. But I'm saying, like, it's just, it's the features. So, I mean, once you learn anatomy, sky's the limit.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, anatomy is the biggest key into this. If you don't know anatomy well, then your sculpture won't look correct, no matter what. Like, you can look at anybody's sculpture and you can automatically tell what's wrong, even without being a sculptor. Why? Because we see the human face every day. So, I mean, it's like, it's a given, quote unquote, gift, you could say.
Okay.
So, excuse me, whenever I create something, like any other artist, you start off with anatomy and then you just go from there. So, I have stuff where it's just straight anatomy and then it's like exaggeration of the mouth, ears, or top of the head. You know, it like, again, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
So, but You know, there's artists who that's not even a fucking word.
It's not.
But who cares?
I'm buzzed. Continue.
Me too. Don't edit that out either. I fucked that up.
That's staying in.
That better stay.
It's gonna be on the fucking clip on Facebook.
So, but anyways, there's people out there who are painters, and what they pretty much say is, you make your work come to life when you paint it. And as like coming up, like I never understood that. Like I thought that was the most boring part of it. And then when I started painting myself, I was like, yo, like I can't wait to paint more. You know what I'm saying? Like you just to see everything come to life is like, man, it's look, I hated art class. I hated everything about art. And now look at me.
You're an artist.
I wouldn't even call myself an artist, bro. I'll call myself, I got lucky. That's all it is. I got lucky. Because many people don't get to find what they truly love. A lot of people are okay with clocking in and out. And I clock in and out too, don't get me wrong. But I also have a quote unquote hobby. But this hobby, quote unquote, I love doing it. Like this is, man, like I don't know. Like it's hard to say, because if you told me go sculpt right now or go clock in, I'm gonna go clock in first, because without clocking into my actual job doesn't help me pay for my supplies.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what people don't understand, is that you gotta sacrifice to make your dreams come true. So I mean, like, bro, like I love what I do. That's all I can really say, is I truly love what I do. I love my actual 9-to-5 job, and I love sculpting. Like I don't know. Dude, I don't know. Like I lost for words. How about that?
What is your pet peeve on creating?
Man, my pet peeve really is, I'm gonna keep this short right now. People who don't sculpt actually giving pointers on how to sculpt. That drives me insane, because here's a block of clay. Let me see what you can make. Because if you're giving artists, that's not even a fucking word again. I'm gonna use that word again. When they're out here giving pointers, like yo, like and you don't sculpt, you don't do nothing. All you do is like, bitch. That's all you do. That drives me crazy, bro.
Teachers?
Not even teachers, because there's teachers out there who are dope. But I'm saying like your regular like Joe Schmo, like, oh, like, okay, look.
Like if I were to look at your shit and be like, look, the eyebrows are off, right?
Let me tell you something, bro. I've literally painted over like 4,000 fucking Pennywises. And this is the same person who sculpted Pennywise 1 and Pennywise 2. And I'm talking about the remakes.
Okay.
So if anybody knows that Pennywise good, it's the person who actually created it, right?
Yeah.
So you see people like, oh my God, this is so off. This doesn't even look correct. Like, it's like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Like, the same fucking person who made it just did this. Yeah. And it's coming out of the same mold. Like,
you don't know your shit.
And you're paying like $50, $60 for it. Shut the fuck up and be happy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I get it. It's your hard-earned money. But do your research on who actually created it. Like, you're never ever, I don't care what anybody says, you're never gonna be that person that gets the original something, because the original something is the one of one. That's it.
Yeah.
What you're gonna get is a replica no matter what.
No matter how you fucking critique it.
Exactly. So there goes that. That's my pet peeve.
What drove you?
That question. What drove me to what, Lewis?
What drove you to mask making?
Rebecca Warren.
Okay.
Rebecca Warren. Man.
Wait, Rebecca Warren from high school?
Yeah.
I thought you said we're back to Warren. I'm like, who the fuck who's Warren that we're back to? Rebecca Warren.
Rebecca Warren. She is married, and I don't know her last name now that she's married.
Shout out to Rebecca Warren. I think she's on my list. If you're listening to this, how you doing?
Shout out to her and Nabuski.
And Nabuski that you don't know the last name to.
I'm terrible at names.
You're a guy.
Anyways, Yeah, dude. I mean, we used to hang out. Really good friend. Really, really good friend. And, you know, I was just coming out of surgery, my second surgery.
What the fuck are you, Derrick Rose?
I mean,
what happened?
Those 2 years back to back, I felt like
Mr. Glass over here.
Like, dude, I had to learn how to walk again, run again. But anyway, who cares? Like, that's we're not there. So, anyways, I'm there, and I'm on her computer, you know, just looking through music, whatever. And I'm like, man, I want to go back to school. You know, I want to do something. Like, I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm just learning how to walk again. like that's not important enough, right? You know, So she just says it, she just throws it out there. Why don't you make masks? Like she says, like, you know, everybody
so
asks.
We gotta blame Rebecca Warren for the way you pronounce shit.
So she's like, why don't you go make masks? And I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, yo.
This is before or after you started listening to Slipknot?
Dude, this is way before. Like, my love for mask making was always there, but there was never a way to actually do it because, dude, the internet just got hot a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she told me that, and I was like, yo, I was like, fuck, you're right. So what did I do? Bam, went online, started searching up schools. Nothing in Chicago. Nothing.
I bet, because I've never heard of any special effects here.
Nothing. So there was a Tom Savini school in Pennsylvania.
I saw it. Did you post something on that?
Probably.
I think you might have, because I clicked on it and I watched the whole thing.
Probably. Dude, they wanted over 40 G's and like all types of, like, it was just crazy numbers.
Yeah, but it was a school.
It was a school.
Like any other school that you would have to pay somewhat.
Right.
But,
like, dude,
you didn't think like, it was like.
I didn't think it'd be like that much money. So at that point, I was just like, man, you know what? Fuck this. I was like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
Boom. Like maybe like a month or two comes later. My aunt, she comes up to me, with a flyer. She's like, oh, look what I found. It's a school in Westmont, Illinois. What's Westmont? Like 45 minutes away, an hour away, if that.
Yeah.
So I look at the brochure and I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna go. Like, I'm not gonna go.
You didn't think that was a sign?
Nah, like, yo, if you would have seen that shit, bro, you'd have been like, there's no fucking way I'm gonna make anything. Like, bro, these guys are fucking insane. So I go there, right? Like, I pay the money to take the classes, whatever. All of a sudden, I'm seeing, okay, that person's learning like me. That person's learning like me. Like, okay, I'm getting comfortable, you know? So, you know,
how old were you at this time?
Man, I want to say like 27.
Okay.
Bro, like, I'm 27, nervous in class.
Yeah.
Do you know, like,
it's like starting all over again.
Yeah, so whatever, I did that. It was like a really, really good learning experience, but I still, like, at that point in time, I didn't understand what I was doing still. Like, I was still learning it. So, man, like, I kept taking classes, and I think it didn't actually hit me till I was like, bro, that, like 2 years later, when I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. But because that was I wasn't taking it serious. Yeah. Like, I was just like, this isn't for me. This isn't for me. There's no fucking way this is for me. So, like, after that, like it just made sense. Like, now I can't get enough of it. Like, now I wake up, go to sleep. It's just the same, like, routine. Like, I just want to look at masks, make masks. Like, there's, like, nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you love something, like, you just don't want to let it go.
You're just obsessed with it.
You become really, really obsessed with it. And then it's like if I had the chance to chill with somebody or to make a monster, I'm gonna make a monster first. Yeah. And if you get mad, then it's okay. You'll be fine. Yeah. Like, you'll be cool. But
do you have any idols?
Man, my boy Todd at Laughing Ghost Studios. I could blow that man up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and he'll respond.
Really?
Yeah.
Todd doesn't sleep?
Man, he's a sculptor too, man. Like, I don't know. He's Dracula. I don't know. You know, my boy Kyle Williamson, I should say. I always fuck up his last name.
What's his name though?
Kyle Williams.
Williamson? Okay, well,
Williamson.
Because you signed up with the Williams, so I'm like, okay, maybe that's his name.
That dude's a beast, but he doesn't give himself enough credit. Kyle, you are a fucking beast.
A modest one at that.
Man, there's so many guys out there that I look up to that they're low key artists. That's that word again.
Is that the word? Is that a word?
That's not a word, but you know what? That is a word now.
Somebody in the podcast world, email me the correct way to pronounce it. Please pronounce it.
Damn, fucking Puerto Ricans can't pronounce shit.
We should have done this interview in Spanish. God damn it.
Whatever. Hey, but this, whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, that's good. Artists. So with you knowing what you know about special effects and you live and breathe this shit, do you watch horror movies critiquing it more than you enjoy it?
Actually, no.
You still enjoy it? Could you critique it?
When there's a lot of CGI, yeah.
How about just special effects like now?
No, I want the special effects.
No, not the CGI one. No.
I don't want the CGIs.
Okay, so you want the practical one.
Yeah.
Practical effects.
I don't like. It took me a while to appreciate Pennywise, the new one.
Okay.
Because
the CGI.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
I didn't like the whole mouth thing.
But he's a shapeshifter, so he needs it. So I get it.
Yeah.
But man, too much CGI.
It kills it.
It does so much. That's like, you ever remember the Scorpion King?
Yeah.
Remember when he turned into a damn scorpion?
Was that his debut? No, was that his debut movie?
I don't know, bro, but man.
He killed it. The CGI has gotten so much better. I feel so bad for that movie. God, they should remake that movie just because of the CGI.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was... But it's like nowadays, like... Special effects... It truly is going the CGI route. Okay. It truly is.
Do you think it's because, that and we aren't really as entertained by practical effects anymore?
Because we're spoiled.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Because so much content is thrown at our face. Like, look at this limb, look at this body, look at this head.
There's so, like, man, like, the movie industry they're spoiled so much.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Like, even though it's a gag, you won't appreciate it because you know it's a gag. But you'll appreciate it if it's CGI. Like Jurassic World. They got CGI in that movie and they have the old school way. Uh-huh. And that was like one of the first movies I went to actually go see in a while. And I felt like a kid again because seeing that T-Rex in that damn truck and then when it's actually moving... Uh-huh. It's so organic and it just, dude, it's a different monster. It's like watching like you're there, like dude, it's awesome.
So you still enjoy it then? You don't look at it and be like, eh.
No, yeah, definitely. I still enjoy it.
Okay, last and final question: is there any advice, knowing what you know now, right, through Crimson and all these artists that you work with? Is there anything you would tell your younger self? Any advice?
Shut the fuck up and do it. You're gonna doubt yourself a lot, kid. That's gonna be your biggest downfall.
Would you tell the same advice to all the other kids that want to do it? Just shut the fuck up.
Well, with this generation, no.
No, they're so PC. That just came out to my so fucking PC.
You gotta be like, it's okay, you're gonna fail, but you're gonna be all right.
You're gonna fail, but here's a reward for it.
Here's a medal for fucking up. Like, nah, man, shut the fuck up and you're gonna fuck up. It's okay. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna think this isn't for you. Like, you're gonna be fucking fine. Just keep working at it. Learn from your fuck ups. Like, what was that last dude who got the guy you fucking had a podcast with? The fucking fighter.
Yeah, which one? I had two fighters.
He got his ass whooped by the Russian guy.
Yeah, Chris Haney. Shout out Chris Haney.
Shout out Chris Haney. Why do you think it's a Handley?
Haney? He's Puerto Rican.
Don't kick my ass.
Oh, God, yeah, Chris Haney.
Hey, he said it best, bro. He's like, I went out there thinking I was top shit, and I got my ass whooped, but I loved it.
Yeah.
That is the best fucking quote I've ever fucking heard. Yeah. Go get your ass whooped by what you fucking love, but go do it still.
Chris Haney, put that shit on a shirt and sell it. Oh,
that right there, I was like, You could tell this motherfucker got his ass whooped and loved it still. Like it's a certain type of hunger. It's a certain type of drive.
You need to want it, because if you don't want it, you're gonna get your ass kicked once and just walk away from it.
Exactly, bro. Like you got it, man. Yeah. The way I look at it is that there's always gonna be those people there no matter what.
Yeah.
And I'm fortunate enough to have actually a good team. That's you know, I got really good supporters. You know, my best friend, my brother, Jonathan Carrillo, that man has seen me freeze up to my idols. And I'm one to never freeze up. Like, never. And for him to actually say, he's like, how is it that we could go to the porn convention and I could see you slap all types of ass.
The porn convention.
Yo, just hear me out. So we went to the porn convention. I'm there slapping ass and all types of stuff, right? I go see one of my idols. I'm like, one
of your idols?
Yeah, yo, like I froze up, bro. Like I just didn't know. I'm like, yo.
How is it to look at somebody knowing that you've masturbated to them 1,000 times? How is that look? I want to know.
Shout out to Aaliyah Hadid.
Aaliyah Hadid. Oh, throwing some color in there. Oh, wow. How does it feel? Like, oh my God, does she know I masturbated to her this morning? Like, I
don't care. I was feeling on them titties. You know, like
God,
whatever.
Holy shit! I live vicariously through you.
Listen,
that part out.
You're a married man. I think I envy you because you have a family. You have a beautiful wife. You know, you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
So I'm single. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. So with that being said, I will post whatever I want to post. So guys like you could be like, wow, that's awesome.
I didn't say it was awesome, babe.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was awesome, and I'm not winking at him right now. Okay, it's not awesome. No, it's not happening. God. All right, continue. Go ahead.
Where were we going?
You were talking about Jonathan Carrillo, and he's seeing you through your ups and downs.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like truth be told, like he's actually seen me freeze up.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like I said, I'm fortunate enough to actually have a good team.
Yeah.
Because like he's actually seen me like want to do this, and then where I'm at right now, doing this.
Doing it, yeah.
Excuse me. And you know, I have a project coming out, and I'm pretty sure by the time this podcast drops, I'll be able to post it. It's with a band called Fit for an Autopsy.
Ooh.
They're well known.
Good.
It's a really, really big project. You know, I want to give details right now, but I'm not too sure if I could. I'll tell you off here.
Yeah.
The project is awesome. That's all I can say. The project is really awesome. I'm fortunate enough to have this opportunity. You know, the band makes great music. I've been a fan of the band since like 5 years or so, whatever.
Yeah. And
to have this opportunity was like, it's an open door.
That's what's up, man.
That's a blessing.
Dude.
It's a really, really big open door. You know, I've had my shots to do other stuff too as well, but I feel like this right here, that's like, if I could die right now, I could say I did it, because I'm okay with it in my world.
Yeah.
Everybody would be like, oh, but you don't got this to show for it.
Yeah.
It's okay though, because I love what I do. So I'm actually happy where I'm at. Like, I'm good. Like, in my world, I can say I did it. I mean, you'll see. Cut that.
Yeah.
Cut that. You'll see.
I got a whole lot of editing this shit. I'm gonna have to sit there with a pen. Cut. It's gonna be the most heavily edited fucking sit down ever. That's cool. But
I feel like you needed this though, man.
Yeah.
I feel like you needed something like really different.
Deep.
Yeah, whatever, I guess.
Fucking deep and different, man. It's deep in a different way.
So you got any other questions?
Well, last question. Do you have any special shout outs before I sign you out? Or do you have any last words to these motherfuckers that doubt you?
Oh, man. You know, shout out to everybody who supports Funhouse Man Studios. You know, without y'all, like, man, a lot of things wouldn't be possible. Shout out to the very, very handful of people that have stuck with me still. Cause there's like really a handful of y'all who's actually seen me like really grind. Like, y'all are this shit. Like, I love y'all. Like, on some real shit. To everybody who doubted me, I love y'all even more. Because of that fuel. You know, honestly, with all the doubt and with everything, like, I wouldn't actually be here right now. And with the opportunity that I have, that I'll be able to drop this month, I just want to put a smile in y'all faces. So that way, if there's something that you love, you can get up the next day and actually do it. But here's the thing, though. I ain't going to be there doubting you. I'm going to be there cheering for you.
If you enjoyed this week's episode, please make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay centered on all Indie Center podcast episodes. If you are an independent creator and have a story to share and want to have a sit down, please email me at indiecenter.podcast@gmail.com. That's indiecenter.podcast@gmail.com. If you have sponsorship inquiries, I'd love to help local businesses. Please email me at indiecenter.podcast@gmail.com. Until next Monday, guys. Peace.